Excuse me.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's Boss Rush on Halloween. Oh, my goodness. Happy Halloween, everybody. As we like to do every week, get together with our friends to talk about what's happening in the video games industry. But introductions, of course. My name's Chris Melisinos. I'm the principal evangelist for video games here at AWS. And who's joining me today?
Hey, Dean Takahashi. I'm the editorial director at Game Dispute.
And oops.
Ooh, wow.
No, you're hearing my laptop as I'm checking audio levels. So let me mute and you introduce yourself from an alternate location.
Yeah, I've totally done that same thing live from my basement because people are fixing my chimney, and that's right next to the office upstairs. So, hey, I'm Mark Delora. I'm exec director at GDC Festival of Gaming and longtime games and education technologist. Happy to be here on Halloween. I've got Bowser and Peach sitting here next to me, so if you hear crazy barking or you see occasional ears, hi, that's Bowser.
Very nice. Very nice. Glad to have Bowser, and I'm sure we'll hear his commentary as the
traditional
commentary as it goes on. And Richard here in the chat, along with Bill Young. Hello there, guys. They said, do we have any costumes? I do. So the costume that I'm wearing today is I am cosplaying as the Nintendo uncle. So, it's, remember when you were kids, it's like, oh, my friend has an uncle that works at Nintendo and he knows all of these. Yeah, so that's it. I'm the Nintendo uncle today. So that is what I was able to put together. That's what I was able to put together with 2 seconds worth of thought right as we went live. And I went, oh, crap, I forgot to bring a costume today.
Yeah.
So
I'm dressed up as somebody who cares about the Seahawks, which is it's really just a comfortable sweatshirt. To be honest. Sorry, Seahawks. I'm a big fan when you're winning, which is not very often.
Aw. Dean, what are you dressed as today?
I am wearing my 2K sweatshirt because it's getting a bit chilly here in California now.
Okay, so he's playing Cold Dean today. Instead of Coldplay, we got Cold Dean. Well, thanks everybody for those of you that are popping by. Oh, we have Paul Stefanik. Hey, buddy, who joining here from Sweden. So, all right, howdy from Sweden. Hey, howdy, buddy. Thanks for those of you that are joining us today. If you have any questions for us, please go ahead and pop them into the chat. We'll make sure that we get them over to the team here. And let's go ahead and jump in and discuss game industry news. As always, Dean, we'll start with you. Where would you like to start first?
Well, we have a fresh story this morning that came out about a half hour ago, and it's about Bill Roper, a veteran of the games industry, and his Lunacy Games has raised $500,000 from an accelerator to do a co-op horror RPG game called Innsmouth Mysteries. So it's a Lovecraftian sort of game, and very interesting journey they've been on for more than 3 years trying to raise money, right? And so it's nice they've got to a team of 13 people. This will get them to a vertical slice of the game, and after that they're hoping to raise more money to go and finish it. So should be very interesting that Bill has has had so many games that he's been a part of that it's nice to see that he gets to continue. His previous startup was Author Digital, and they also struggled to raise money, and yet Bill's been behind lots of games, starting over at Blizzard back in 1994, and he worked on Orcs and Humans, StarCraft, Diablo, Star Trek Online at Cryptic, Hellgate London, Disney Infinity. So long list of great games that he's been part of. So good to see him staying in the industry. I think.
Yeah, and being able to get that that first chunk of money so they can continue building this, right? Yeah, it's just it's a weird place, right? The funding side of the industry right now.
Yeah, and this accelerator it's called the Big Bang Accelerator, and their reason for being is really to sort of fit right into this space, because a lot of the VCs, all kinds of investors, are really asking the teams to show them something, right? Not just a prototype, but show us a vertical slice, which is much more elaborate, I think, right? And then many of the companies used to be in the mode of saying like, well, we need the funding in order to get to the vertical slice, and the investors these days are going like, show us the vertical slice and then you can be considered for the funding. So this particular accelerator wants to focus right there on enabling people to get to the vertical slice. So it's nice to see something new come along for that.
Yeah, for sure. And it looks pretty creepy, so perfect timing for today. So
yeah.
Good pushing that out there. All right. Yeah, congratulations to Bill and Lunacy for getting that first tranche in, and can't wait to see what they build.
It's a great name for a company.
First tranche.
Lunacy.
Oh.
I funded Lunacy today. Yeah, I bet you did.
Yes, funding it with some beverage.
Yeah, that's what I was doing too. Oh, can we talk about Amazon, Dean? Mr. Malakinos, I think you can sit this one out, but yeah, I'm sure everybody saw. Well, there was a rumor it was going to be 36,000 layoffs, and it came 14,000, which is still massive, and maybe there's going to be more later. I heard that the teams in San Diego and what was the other team, Dean?
I remember right off.
I think it was Irvine.
Let me look it up after, but
I think
the games part of the company definitely got hit. And we think it's in the hundreds of people that were laid off from the game teams. One of the announcements they put out was that they were going to stop updates for New World, right? And so, big retreat from the massively multiplayer online game, and I think other MMOs are also possibly on the list. They were working on a Lord of the Rings MMO as well. So things like that are sort of I think up in the air. It's like I saw like a post from another website talking about how Amazon was just getting out of the games business, and I don't believe that part.
No, we're not.
Chris. Chris
no.
is like,
so,
let me make a phone call and check.
Yeah, so I think it's more like that's some of the overreaction happening, I think, but where the company's going to be focused, whether different things like the shows are also going to be affected in some way, open question, but yeah, there's a lot less people working there, but it's not so drastic as say the other Magnificent Seven company that got out of games, which was Google and Stadia, right? And even today, though, there's things like Google Cloud, and they're very involved in games still. So it's a setback for sure, but it's not necessarily a total retreat.
Yeah, I mean, my best goes out to
Yeah, sorry
colleague.
to hear too about your company, Chris, and
Yeah.
all of the colleagues there.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, just brilliant colleagues and friends. And for those that were impacted, heart goes out to you guys and gals, and whatever, I can do, our community can do to help, you'd let us know. It's, we've seen this in across the games industry, right? It's been tumultuous times for the industry. There are a lot of changes happening. No, Amazon's not getting out of the game business by a long shot. And if you look at, from in the organization that I sit in, which is on the AWS side, and whether it's Fortnite or Roblox or thousands of other games that all run on AWS globally, right? It's still an important business. It's an important art form, and we're going to continue to lean in to help developers, right? But yeah,
there was definitely very interesting news out of Roblox and their earnings this week, right?
Yeah.
And I think everybody's wondering, like, they've been growing so fast, and is that really going to continue in terms of the number of users? And they had 111.8 million daily active users in the previous quarter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this quarter it went up to 151.5 million, and that's up 70% from a year ago, right? So it's an astoundingly good quarter for Roblox. And I was wondering whether some of the hit games were just going to be responsible for an upward blip, because last quarter was also a pretty massive increase in numbers of users, and they had big hits like Grow a Garden, right, in that particular quarter.
Right.
But it turns out that it's just more growth happening and more hits, taking them upward as well. So yeah, it's a bright spot of the industry, and you do wonder, like, when's that going to slow down? But for now, kudos to them.
Yeah, you said it was 151 million.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Distinct users or
daily active
daily actives?
Daily active users.
Yeah.
But how many PlayStation 5s were sold?
Let's see. I don't know that number offhand, but
let's see.
For Xboxes, how many? I'm guessing it's 50 million to 70 million.
80.3 million.
Oh, you mean to date for PS5?
Yeah, to date. Sorry, yeah. I'm just like thinking in my head, like, it's always easy to for traditional developers to be like Roblox, ha 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 ha. And I'm like 150 million people, or it's like, okay, 80 million PlayStations and some number of Xboxes.
Matthew Ball's been pretty good about pointing out how Roblox's community encompasses like all of the consoles. the numbers of people. It's 80 million. I think as of June 30th.
The where I would play devil's advocate here, right, is
play devil's advocate?
Yes.
Never.
It's called red teaming. We red team the blue team idea. Is yes, right? A huge number of people playing, but Roblox also claims 40 million experiences within its walls.
Mm-hmm.
There aren't 40 million video games on the PlayStation 5, right? So, and a single PS5 may cater to multiple players right in that house. So I'd say, yes, don't discount the massive base that Roblox has, because it is a massive audience. And if you can break through, right, it can be absolutely huge for it. And you can also use it as a supplemental game and kind of branding against principal game, right? Scaled down version of a game or an experience that fits the community that you can then bring into bigger games. This is a lot of different ways to look at it, but point taken, it's massive, right? It's only going to continue to grow. If that's an audience there, if there's an audience here that fits the content you want, figure out how to go in and crack in and leverage the platform to meet those players, right? So yeah, it's pretty amazing.
They've got some games that are cracking like 30 billion plays, right? And
Yeah,
that's
it is crazy.
Maybe divide that by 8 or something, you get the number of actual players, I guess. But that's pretty stunning. Like 99 Nights in the Forest is one of those that's cracked 30 billion.
Yeah, amazing.
It's reminding me that friend of the pod, Look North World, launched their collaboration with Mattel just recently, a Monster High game on Fortnite.
Yeah,
which is interesting.
Yeah.
Fortnite is also definitely going strong as well. So these are like stories from the basement of the games industry right now, right? It's not the ground floor; it's the basement.
But yeah, but wasn't it? It's Hasbro and Mattel getting together to do this, right?
Well, isn't Mattel owned by Hasbro?
No.
I always mix all that stuff up, man.
Yeah, no, Hasbro and Mattel. Maybe it's around K-pop Demon Hunters. There was an announcement.
Hasbro owns Wizards of the Coast.
Oh yeah, they're doing toys, right? Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so I think it's Mattel and Hasbro doing something jointly around Wizards of the Coast. And Don Daglow, I believe that is the case. If somebody wants to go search that, let us know.
Don Daglow.
Yeah, Don Daglow had posted. He's like, wow, being an ex-Mattel person, like to get those two companies to do something together.
We have a little frozen Christopher second.
No, it's an act of God sort of thing. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Frozen Chris. Yeah, I invoked the Hasbro Mattel partnership. My apologies to the toy gods. Anyway, very, very cool.
It was a long week here. Like other things that happened were like EA reported their September quarter earnings. Reasonably good. I mean, like their bookings were down 13% from a year ago at $1.82 billion, but mainly because last year had the college football launch. Right. So otherwise, they had some improved results for things like Apex Legends and Madden. And this was also September 30th, the cutoff date, and we all know that Battlefield 6 launched on October 10th, and this week they launched the season 1 of Battlefield 6, and it included the RedSec mode, which is their battle royale mode.
Oh, okay.
They've gone to war with the.
You like it?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's very interesting visuals, I guess, right? Because like what they have in their circle instead of gas, which is say Call of Duty, is fire, and the fire is actually rendered very well. Right? So you can you can see the fire creeping up on you, and it's a little spooky that way. But yeah, otherwise it does sometimes look like you're playing Call of Duty, like you're going around opening up chests, getting the good stuff, and then blowing people away. But yeah, we'll see how well this does. And Battlefield numbers are probably they're still trending way above something like where Call of Duty expectations are, and the pre-orders that are visible as well. So yeah, it's a good time for Battlefield at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Nice.
no, that is good. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
What do you make of the Google news about it opening up for alternative payment mechanisms for things on Play Store? That was interesting to hear.
We did a webinar with Exola about that with one of their experts on the topic, and they do think that Google still has some room to do legal maneuvers for some time before it finally gets told you have to implement this. Right. So they may try different kinds of appeals still, and see what kinds of implementation plans are actually going to be really court approved, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not everything. So I didn't really dive into this, but it sounded like everything was.
Yeah, they feel like they're where Apple was maybe a year ago as far as compliance goes, and the need to get on board. And then, they saw that Apple was reprimanded by the district court, and everything on the highest court on down all reinforced this. And Apple is appealing the district court's reprimand, but it was pretty strongly worded that you have to make a real effort to comply and enable direct-to-consumer platforms, web shops, advertising within the app, that you can get lower prices on the web shop, and by following these links out of the game. They put in buy buttons where the buy takes you straight into something off site, off the app. So the doors are pretty much wide open on Apple, and they're sort of opening now on Google.
Yeah, I wonder what this is going to mean for like Web3 stuff as well, right? Given that now you can look at alternative currencies going into those types of games. Obviously we've seen the Web3 kind of space stall, right, dramatically.
We lost a bit of Chris again.
No. Don't worry about me. They can hear me on this side, so you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about losing me.
All right. I didn't hear anything you said.
What I said was we've seen the Web3 space stall a little bit. And I wonder now that this opens up alternatives for, different payment methods, things like that, that this now becomes a bit of a bump, right, for the space. Because now you actually have the ability to kind of transact in the body of a mobile experience, right? So, which is where, of course, the vast majority of that segment of the market has focused, right? So it is going to be pretty interesting. Yeah, I mean, look, more opportunities, more choice for players and developers is a good thing. So yeah, we'll see where this goes.
Yeah, I think different different kinds of blockchain game companies are still able to proceed and succeed right now. Like games on top of Telegram, for example, are doing great because Telegram doesn't really block them, right? And the monetization can happen directly on top of Telegram. And there are some hardcore games that have come out and done very well. The Mirror family of games out of South Korea, the Off the Grid game did well. I think the NFT based games are the ones that have sort of come and gone in a big way, because the value of the tokens has dropped so much most of the time, right? The tokens would have been down 99% from the launch date token prices, right? And so people are not such big fans of buying these NFTs, but folks who use the blockchain for other things, I think, are still alive and well. There's games like Wildcard coming that are still interesting. So it's not totally dead. It has shaken out for sure, right? It's sort of like we'll see what happens among the survivors and how well they can try to get bigger audience, because they have held on long enough for the U.S. to actually change their approach to cryptocurrency, right? And so under the Trump administration, like things that were not allowed are now allowed, and all of the cases and investigations really have been dropped, and different people like the Binance founder have been pardoned, right? So so it's a green light for crypto.
All right, we're going to go ahead and leave that section right there. Michael Fitch here in the chat says, does anything in Web3 still have momentum? I thought everyone swapped to Gen AI, although I hear quantum computing is gaining traction. Yeah, it's a new week, something else to talk about, right? It is pretty...
Yeah. Quantum computing, 16,000 times faster than traditional computing. No.
No, because it's also not linear.
I mean, you can't really compare those two things.
Not even, yes.
Apples and Apples and trucks.
Yes, yeah, yes. It is an apples to trucks comparison. I mean, Quanta being a massive inference machine with an unlimited degree of data in between each, each qubit. Okay, like I don't even know who does that math. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, we have from Cybic here. There we go. Yeah, it's yes, please. Web3 and crypto are best left to alcohol-fueled management happy hours. It's like, okay. Oh my goodness. Well, there is another piece of news that popped up with Dean over there, which is Backbone introduces Death Stranding 2 limited edition smartphone controller.
Yeah,
Nice.
which is unusual because Death Stranding 2 is not a mobile game.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, but I guess I don't know exactly what you call it. I guess mirroring really is what they can do with playing a game on your PlayStation 5, right? On
you stream, you're pixel streaming.
You can use the controller to play that game on the PlayStation 5, but it can also basically send it over to your smartphone, and then you can play it on the smartphone, and then you can travel around. You could play around the house, but also go elsewhere, and then play it on the screen of the smartphone using the Backbone controller.
Yeah.
Huh.
So,
it's a cool piece of
situation, but it can help you take your games anywhere, right? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the big caveats there, of course, is you're basically pixel streaming, right? So you're running it on your PS5 and you're streaming it out of your home network. So check your data caps, check to see what your upstream is coming out of your house, right? Especially if you're using satellite-based stuff, like there's a lot of caveats, right? Inside the home, really cool, right? And this is what like the PlayStation Portal was originally designed to do, right? Is to offload gameplay to a device, so that way it frees up the principal, viewing device in the home. Although that's arguable now, right? That phones, everybody watches everything on their phones too. And the Backbone kit, the controller, is an awesome controller. And I've had multiple of these. And I'm asking you guys, have you ever like traveled with one where you would take it out like in public to play a game or anything? Or is there just too much friction in doing that?
Tried a little bit with the Call of Duty experiences on like Call of Duty Mobile, but the game itself is not as enjoyable, I guess, right? So
right.
It's hard to play it for a long time, right? But I've tried it, right? Yeah.
Sure.
The phone also gets kind of hot. You're playing those games, right?
Yep.
I'm just puzzled. Like, don't most people have some kind of case on their phone? Like, how am I gonna snap the controllers onto it?
You gotta take it off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, that's a pain in the butt.
Friction. Yeah.
Yeah. Friction. Yeah.
It's we've tried to do that. Physical controls of mobile games in fact, shoot, I didn't mean to say in shit. I meant in shoot. I even have here is a Luna controller with a phone.
Coming after you.
A Luna controller with a, adjustable piece where you could snap your phone into it and then do this. And
I can see doing that maybe more. But I'm not sure I would carry it around. But at least that I can put my phone in there more easily.
Yeah, there we go. See,
I don't know, man. I should try the Backbone stuff. I just got stuck when you said the word Backbone. All I could think of was Mike Micah, and I was like, I'm pretty sure.
Backbone Entertainment. Mike Micah is releasing a brand new controller for all of your retro gaming needs. But the fact that it's also branded as a Death Stranding 2 controller and has the colors and everything. That's cool. I'm like, I don't need another one. But it's pretty. Pretty.
I was bummed. You mentioned Luna. I was all excited to try out Luna this week.
Yeah, why don't you share with us your Luna Luna challenges?
Yeah. So I was just excited. I mean, I wished I had a TV that would play Luna natively, like a Samsung TV or something. But I have an LG, and it's old enough that it won't support Luna. So I was like, great. I can go buy a Fire Stick, right, Chris? And so Chris said, yeah, go buy this one. I was like, great. I clicked on it, ordered it. It's pretty inexpensive, and I was all excited. It showed up that day. on my front door at 8:45 p.m. And I had dogs in my lap. I didn't get up there right away. Got up there at 9, and package was gone. I was like, hang on. I have a doorbell camera, and I looked. Like, it didn't catch anybody coming to take it. It definitely had somebody dropping it off. So it just magically vaporized, I guess, in the 15-minute period. So that was a bummer. I was hoping, but anyway, I just got in touch with the Amazon folks, and they were pretty nice.
And they fixed you up.
Yeah, it should be one coming later today. So
nice.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, here's the new Luna experience for those that haven't seen it yet, right? So they have brought a ton of games that are now available to you through our streaming service if you're an Amazon Prime subscriber. So you're not having to go ahead, and I think we were doing like 3 or 4 games every month. So for that month, then they would rotate out. Now it's kind of a larger and proper, quote unquote, catalog of content you have access to for a longer period of time. This one, Courtroom Chaos with Snoop, is going to be pretty interesting to see. Angry Birds Flock Party looked kind of cool too, where you can use your phones as the slingshot right to the TV, so everyone is
like a Wii. Smash.
Yes. Or the Wii U, where you were taking, do you remember you'd hold the controller with the ninja stars, the throwing stars, and you would off the Wii U controller? Man. Once again, Nintendo. I loved Sonic Mania on there and Hogwarts Legacy. They've got Indiana Jones, The Great Circle, Dredge, which is an awesome, awesome game.
I need to play that.
So good. So yeah, again, if you're an Amazon Prime subscriber, you now get access to this as part of your subscription, right?
I will report in next week. Great. Now I got to play the Snoop game. I mean,
yeah.
I think part of the challenge has been that people just don't know this, right? And it probably contributed to some of the troubles this week, I think. But you would think that getting free games and stuff like that is something that would be very appealing.
Yeah, all right. But here's the question: do both of you have an Amazon Prime subscription?
Yeah.
Yep.
Great. Do you know all of the services that you actually get?
Nope.
Free 2-day delivery, free 1-day delivery, free 7-day
delivery.
All right,
we got to cut this off.
No, but listen. Grocery, Grubhub. No. Listen. X-Ray.
Amazon's got to give us like $30,000 for a sponsorship.
That's right.
No, here's the thing. I will go and pop a link in here. And, somebody who works here, I don't even know all this stuff. You go in, you're like, how do I have access to this thing? Like our big one for me was, how many photos do you have on your own NAS at home?
Yeah,
like 100,000 of them, right?
Yeah,
you get unlimited.
Amazon for every time you say the word Amazon.
But no, but it's like I just have it just updating there because it's unlimited free storage. Like it's crazy. Yeah. So just go check your stuff. Right?
Yeah, now you're making me paranoid though, because like. I watch This Is Crossing the Stream.
Sorry, hold on. I tuned in for video game stuff, not an Amazon Prime ad pitch. I already have the Chase Prime credit card, for goodness sake. All right, yes, yeah.
I don't know, man. At some point, I start getting paranoid about, the like, I'm watching a video and it's feeding me ads for the things that I ordered.
Oh, I know. Look, all right, we're done with it. To Dean's point, we're done talking.
Google,
we're done talking about the parent. We're done talking about the parent. That's it.
Did you guys know though that GameSpeak Next 2025 is happening on November 12th and 13th?
I've heard that it's.
Wait a minute. No. Hold on a second. GameSpeak Next 2025. Their packed gaming agenda. Dean, it's almost as if being a professional, I would have that queued up for you.
Damn. We know it's going to be awesome.
There's a brand new speaker named Mark DeLora who's coming.
Woo!
I'm
yes.
super excited. Megan Scavio and we're going to do a roundtable talking about conferences for developers and the future and getting feedback about what people want. Find interesting. I'm really excited
Festival
about that.
of Games. Right?
That's right.
Megan runs DICE. Yep. So GGGOOOOO Festival of Games, DICE Summit. We'll both be there. We're super curious to talk to people.
The biggest problem, Dean, that you're going to have is I heard that new speaker is an abrasive, aggressive jerk, and
he pops off and says weird crap to the press sometimes. It's just like out of control. Says stupid stuff. It happens.
Yeah, Dean, the lineup that you have too is amazing, absolutely amazing. I'm sorry, I'm not going. Well, I'm sorry that I'm not going to be able to join you. I will also be I'll be attending RovioCon in Helsinki, where I'm giving the closing keynote for the conference.
Nice.
And
I heard you're going to dress up as an angry bird.
I am going to dress up. What? No, my tentative title is "The Future of Video Games is Play," and it's the same conversation we're going to be having at MDevs in a week. So I will miss GamesBeat next, but thrilled to have been asked to keynote.
Does Mark have an advertisement to do as well?
Look, this is your platform. You talk about whatever you want, man.
I've heard the GDC Festival of Gaming is going to be amazing.
Ooh, I agree. Mm-hmm. All right, over in our chat here. Okay, yeah, there is some thoughts I think that we should probably share about the Counter-Strike skin market thing that happened there. But also, let me see. It's very compelling.
I'm not so up to speed on that, but we did have a Steam article run this week. You know, it's kind of like a competing companies survey, but they did a survey of 300 game executives in the industry, and 72% of them said they believe Steam is a monopoly.
Yeah.
Survey by Rocky here.
Wait, what? Oh, okay. It wasn't a survey from Steam.
Yeah, not a survey about what people think.
Yeah,
about
a third party.
All right.
Really, yeah.
Oh, sorry, Steam. We do love you.
Yes, of course. Yes. Yeah. In fact, we're going to bring up Steam in just a little bit here too. But also, Dean, for you, we have Michael Fitch. Hey, Michael, who says, amazing lineup for your conference and appreciate that Dean brings the real experts to the table. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yep, sure.
Experts like Mark Delora and experts so that I don't have to talk as much either.
Oh, look, now that is a whole new company behind Dean's like, I got other people to do that for me now.
No, y'all come because of Dean, though.
No, I'm just kidding. No,
I
love the volume of content that you've all been putting out on GamesBeat. And yeah, you need a full team to go ahead and do all this, Dean. Need to keep your fingers and your mind nimble for a very long time to continue reporting on all the stuff that matters.
Yeah, on my birthday this week.
Oh, that's right. Happy birthday, buddy.
I covered the GTC event out of DC, and so I did 13 stories on my birthday. It was a busy day.
What's DQC?
There was a lot of tech news that came out of it, and one of the interesting things was NVIDIA is working with Uber to create a massive fleet of like 100,000 autonomous vehicles. That's coming soon. So it's not just going to be Waymos out there on the streets, but it's going to be a bunch of Ubers now that will be self-driving.
Nice. Did you see the video this morning of Jensen eating fried chicken with the CEOs of Hyundai and Samsung in Seoul?
It was like, he was in DC promoting America First technologies. Now he's in Korea. Promoting the Korean technology.
They should write a book. Some of these folks need to write books about how to deal with jet lag because I need to learn some lessons, apparently.
Yeah, for sure.
It's impressive. Did you see the news about the Nintendo Pokemon patent? Japanese patent office rejects Nintendo patent for Pokemon capture.
No.
Yeah.
That's one of those I didn't get around to.
Yeah. He had a lot. Yeah, I found this on gamesindustry.biz this morning. Yeah, I know that there was some contention around a bunch of patents that Nintendo had proposed. I don't know if it's any more of them than this were rejected, but this is a big one. I think the game industry traditionally we build on each other's techniques, so I'm always a little bit leery about patents generally, and this one seemed like more of a game design mechanic. So yeah, I guess I agree with this decision. So happy to see it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in other Nintendo news, Pokemon TCG Pocket reaches 1.3 billion in its first year. I mean,
holy smokes!
Every time you try to write Pokemon off, has it worn out its welcome? $1.3 billion says no, it has not. Right? Unbelievable. At Magic estimates Pokemon TCG is the brand's best performing mobile game in terms of year one spend. Pokemon Go reached just over 1 billion in its first year of release. So
good job.
There you go. Yeah, 1.3 billion for the collectible card game, or the card game. Yeah, crazy, just absolutely crazy. Well, there are some other industry numbers too that we could bring. The Xbox Q1 hardware sales are down 29%, while third-party content experiences were better than expected performance. Right, which I mean is not surprising, right? Given where we are in that cycle and stuff that was you kind of moved around and new hardware, partner based hardware launching, right? So, but good for them that they're driving more revenue against the content they're creating, getting it out to more platforms, right? For you, how many people reached out to you and were just like, "Did you see this Halo on PlayStation thing?" Like, I mean, that just sucked up like a day's worth of conversation of people going, "What's happening?" I'm like, well,
is that, but also, the Halo campaign evolved really is what is going to get out to all platforms for sure. And interesting to see the Halo reimagination remake happening. And
I thought you guys were talking about the Halo Master Chief Trump tweet.
Oh yeah, well, it was GameStop really that created the image, right? And then
was it?
No.
So they were I don't know what they were doing. They were noting that because Master Chief had made it to the PlayStation, that now the console wars are over.
Console wars are over. You're right. That's totally right.
Yeah. No. So I thought the order was GameStop made that post, the console wars are over. Then the Trump White House put out that one. Then GameStop responded with the JD Vance, like big head, meme in the background and stuff like that. So I think where they tried to go ahead and kind of dish it back out, I think maybe it got a bit misconstrued. But I mean, look, the fact that the fact that you don't get that Master Chief's helmet doesn't come off, so you don't, because Master Chief is you.
Well, that's what you're going to pick nits with.
No, that's not what I'm going to pick nits with.
That's awesome.
But here's the question. Samus, when it's revealed at the end of Metroid that Samus is a woman, right?
What? Spoiler alert.
I'm sorry, that's a 40-year-old spoiler. Right? Is this what all of a sudden everybody's been playing Halo for all these years went, what? So I have no additional comment to make other than, okay.
And
let's move on from
WTF,
that. Yeah, let us move the hell on
I
from
just
that.
thought, no, you know what? I have political reactions about that.
I know you do.
But aside from that, I can set that to the side. Video games are a big part of our culture, and so they're getting pulled into memes and being retweeted. And,
yep.
Good for games. Good for games.
Yes. Yeah. Max Acree says, we had a heated debate recently with the following thought experiment. Who would you take in a death match between Master Chief and Doom Guy? Who does better if you put them in each other's game? And then Rick Velez says, we literally live in the weirdest timeline. Yeah, we do, buddy.
It does feel like the Doom Guy and the Master Chief are wearing the same uniform, right?
Yeah, I think you're on to something here. Hang on. Somebody call Kiki.
Whoa, hold on a second. Did we just do the ultimate crossover? Ultimate,
Yeah.
This is like those network crossovers in the 90s. You'll never guess who's showing up on Seinfeld tonight. You know, like they cross all these characters across.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
where the
Wait, what's that
Halo
on
TV show should have gone, right? It's like, bring in the Doom guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love
Or
it.
now just put him in the background, right? As an Easter egg there.
Yeah.
There was some other bit of some not so great news for Supercell. Like they have shuttered the development on Squad Busters about
Yeah.
18 months after it came out. And, you know, I guess, you know, it just sort of raises that question again of like their games are so successful, right? That it's so hard for them to launch a new game because they have to meet the same kind of bar of like it's got to be $1 billion game or else we're not gonna keep it going, right? And I think that maybe the trajectory on this one was not so great, but you know I think there's plenty of other companies that probably would have been happy with something like Squad Busters had they launched it, right?
Yeah.
So that's sad to see that you know they still are in the mode of like having to kill more games than they are launching. It's like the consequence of having such high standards, I think. Really.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yep.
Yeah. So the question then becomes, you know, for publishers like that, are there places for passion projects to live like within the body of the organization, or is everything required to hit those same numbers, right?
Yeah.
Because at some
they
point
can
you want to
spin these games out at least, maybe, you know.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. Find different homes for them. Yeah. That could be good. Okay. We are seeing there was one other article that you popped up there that I would love to just point at for a moment here. Jabali.ai creates AI platform to democratize game creation. Have you all played around with this yet?
No, I just love that headline. It's like from 2010.
Yeah, it's I've had a chance to play around with some of the games that were created in there.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting, right? As we figure out how to use these tools to their best effect, and all of these sorts of things. Would love to see what gets created by the communities out of this. I found it difficult to discern like what I should play or how they should be or how they're different, because a lot of like I don't know what these are, right? Like when you look at the
interesting part about this company, I think, really is more that it's a bunch of game people, right, that have gone into this, and it's not a bunch of AI people, right?
Cool.
And it's more like game people who've learned AI and have decided to create this kind of, you know, a platform for amateurs to create UGC, create their own games,
right?
And I think they bring a different sensibility to it, and so while you know they're just sort of barely getting off the ground, they've only raised $5 million compared to that's very small, right? But yeah, it could be very interesting to follow, I think.
Yeah,
it's an right now.
Yeah, it's an experimental platform. You know, absolutely, right? To figure out how to go ahead and build some of this stuff. So
yeah,
but
I didn't mean
there's a lot of companies in this space, right?
Yeah, there are.
Yeah, it's exciting. He says, you know, everybody should be able to make games. So it's nice to see. Yeah, to whatever extent that they're able to. Did you guys see? I just clicked on something and I was like, how did I miss this? Have you gone to google.com today?
Sure have. It was yesterday.
Was it yesterday? I don't normally go to Google. I'm a DuckDuckGo guy. And I was like, hang on, what's that?
There we go. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Little holiday themes there.
Oh, there goes my rest of my morning.
I like the eyeballs or the power pellets there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, look, a caramel apple. Oh, so nice. See, but now what I want it to do is when you eat the caramel apple, Pac-Man's
Yeah.
mouth should stay shut for like a few seconds because the caramel. Like, folks, if you need great,
heck yeah.
if you need not great ideas, just ideas that you can
Ideas,
throw away,
yeah.
then let me know. I'm
me a
full of
call.
them.
Awesome.
Yeah, but I love seeing these pop up, and they used Phaser. I think it's Phaser 3, right, for this, which is great.
Cool. Yeah.
Imagine that you're doing really awesome games like this all in HTML5.
Heck yeah.
I don't know who's been a proponent of that.
I don't either. It's almost like you're democratizing game development.
Yeah.
What an awful question.
Yeah, it's terrible. Thank you, RJ.
Thank you, RJ.
I wonder who's been doing it. What an awful question.
Oh my golly. Oh.
Yes. So I do love that particular doodle that they do every time.
Did you guys see the I thought this was interesting for a bunch of reasons. Steal a Brain Rot game on Roblox.
Yeah.
Somebody cloned it and published it on Fortnite Creative, because of course they did. And so they're suing.
Uh-oh.
And I'm like, ooh, that's super interesting. I mean, there's so many clones of everything everywhere.
Yeah.
In these ecosystems. I'm like, okay, this is a super interesting case. I got to dive in and read more about it. The fact that it's between Roblox and Fortnite, it's not like they cloned it and then put it back in Roblox. They actually, you can't really clone, a game. You can clone the design,
right?
But the technology is going to be all different. I guess they can clone the art. Yeah, this is super interesting. I'm going to run it down a little bit and see what I can learn.
Yeah, especially now that we've got this, in a world where people Oh wait, no, where's my? In a world, where we can we have UGC right being done and people creating all this stuff and then building stuff out of other assets and things, and then it's like, oh, this thing was such a big hit, and now I'm also going to sue you for that. It's
well, it's like all the copies of threes and 2048.
Yep.
All that were out there at one point. I mean, it's copies of everything. Yeah. At what point is it a infringement?
Yes. Yep. So yeah, definitely need to go and take a look into that one. Max Akuri in chat says, let's see, AI-powered game makers seem like the way to make money there, since you still aren't able to own the output of an AI with copyright. So you own the platform, make money from the access. Did you also see the AI Ouija board Hasbro has put up? No.
Ouija board.
What?
I don't know what it is, but it sounds amazing.
Oh my
Didn't
goodness.
that bring up a couple
Yeah,
other
go.
One was this company called Fred the Dead Productions. They're making a game called Catatonic. It's very, say, Cuphead-like. And the interesting thing about this team is that they're in the country of Bahrain. Right?
Oh, really?
Oh.
Wow.
There might be 3 or 4 other game companies in Bahrain, but not many. But this particular game, they've got interesting things going for them, because they put out a video on it and they got like 2.5 million views on the video.
Nice.
It's targeted for console and PC games, and it's like a pacifist game. You're not actually attacking anything while you're platforming here, but they have like a different kind of boss fight where you go into a therapy session with the boss.
Oh, wow. Oh, I love that. Good idea.
Why do you feel the need to pummel everything?
Yeah, but one of the developers,
tell me about your mother.
They have a team of 4 cousins here, and one of them is a dentist, and he's still keeping his dentist job, and the others they're all sort of part-time, keeping their other jobs too, trying to raise money. They did do a Kickstarter. They raised $16,000, but they also anyway, just forgetting what I was going to say there, but yeah, very interesting to see like a new gaming ecosystem appear.
Yeah.
They're getting a bit of help from the country, from the government. But the thing that was most interesting was they had a relationship with one of the Unreal engine folks in the area, in the region, and then he helped connect them to the consoles. So they do have real deals to publish the game on Steam, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch.
Wow.
So
Good job.
right out of the gate, they're actually doing pretty good.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Hey, just switching gears here real quick, because I know we don't have long left. So as Max had mentioned, here is the AI Ouija board that Hasbro put up. So what should we ask the Ouija board, fellas? Come on, somebody give me a question to ask it.
Where will Amazon go in games? No.
Okay.
I love it.
Oh my God. Hey, everybody, that's all the time we have for this week. Because now I'm going to be called into a whole bunch of meetings. Thanks, Steve.
Yeah.
Oops. Let's see.
Will Dean's batteries?
I haven't been paying attention.
Will Dean's batteries run out while he's on stage opening?
What will be the show that beats K-pop Demon Hunters?
There you go. Love it.
I don't know. We should get some K-pop Demon Hunter games in.
Yes.
I know, right? What a missed opportunity.
All right, let's see. What is it going to say? I'm going to unmute it. Let's see. Oh, no, I didn't mute it. Oh, let's see.
Oh, no, it's going to take forever. BL? What? That's it? BIEL?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
don't know. It's fired.
What? Just, well, ask
me what games it's playing.
V E I L.
Veil. That's the answer. Veil. There you go.
Okay, there you go, Dean. So start a new series called Veil, and
the spirits sometimes, communicate in strange ways.
We have a dyslexic spirit.
All right, what are you guys playing? What's going on?
Well, yeah, it's Halloween, so I was like, are there any spooky games that you guys are playing?
I don't know. Maybe I should dress up as a lighthouse, because I finished playing Keeper, the new game from Double Fine Productions, from Tim Schafer's company, and it's a very cool game, wordless, all atmospheric storytelling, really, and a lot like, say, Flower or Journey. And it's wacky, where you play a lighthouse that walks, and your companion is a seabird that flies around and does stuff with you.
I totally gotta go play that. It's next on my list.
Yes. How about you, Mark? What are you playing?
Well, my go-to has been Ball X Pit. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Yeah,
Ball Pit.
The roguelike Arkanoid.
Yeah, whatever it is, whatever like it is. What I love about it is that I can play it for 5 or 10 minutes, because that's as long as I last, and then I can go back to work, which is great. So yeah, it's growing on me the more I play it. The other thing that I tried out, because I was super curious about it, was this Roblox game. I reinstalled Roblox on my new machine and played the Riyadh Season game. Which was super interesting. Just run around and kind of see what it was that they had built. So I don't know the total backstory on it, but the game itself.
Yeah, our new writer Alex Lee wrote about that.
Yeah, that's right. That's how I heard about it. Right, I was reading Alex's post. It's just really well done. I ran around. I jumped in a car. I went through hoops. Went underwater. Flew around in the air. Picked up lots of little tchotchkes here and there. And I probably played it for 20, 25 minutes, just having fun. So, good job.
Very cool. Very cool.
How about you, Chris?
Well, I haven't been playing many things lately. It's just with everything going on with the trips I have coming up, and we're heading towards the end of the year, all that good stuff. I didn't have a chance to, but I did want to bring up one. So I don't like horror games, scary games like that. I'm too much of a baby. And it's just because I'm I've got enough stress in my life. I don't need to constantly be stressed out by that. But I do have I was going through my Steam library and said, "Oh, let me look at some games that are in there." Candy Creeps is actually it's a little Halloween themed platformer done by our friends over there at Digital Eclipse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and you can see kind of the theme there. It's a little holiday platformer. I think right now it's on sale for $2.24. So definitely go ahead and pick that up. That's a really
Costume Quest either. I gotta go play
Costume Quest as well. Our new game that was just launched by Probably Monsters and our good buddy Mark Subotnick over there. So I just got my copy, and I'll be jumping into that there, and it takes place in 1986. So anything that harkens back to the greatest decade.
Right.
Right.
I had a couple of things to mention too. But
okay, hang on 1 second. Pony Island. Do y'all ever play Pony Island before?
No.
So Pony Island looks like this really sweet sort of, but it turns out the entirety of the game is possessed basically by the devil. And it constantly is going into this just horrific bit nightmare, of a game. And it is, it's crazy. Yeah, you are trapped in a malevolent and malfunctioning arcade machine devised by the devil himself. Yeah, it's not a game about ponies, is what it says.
Nice.
But here's the one I did want to go ahead and share with you guys. So I, not that one. Let's see if we can get this one here instead. So there was a game called Tunnel Runner when I was a kid. This game still creeps me the hell out when I play it. It has these creatures called the Zots. All right, it's a 3D game, so you've got this 3D perspective, and it uses the same tone. You can see the Zots there moving on the thing. And they all have a very different tonal variant on the same song. And so you hear them in the distance. Now, imagine being a little kid with this. You've never seen anything like this, right? And it's this 3D thing that is flying at your face. It is terrifying and amazing all at the same time. And it's called Tunnel Runner. And it is just so freaking good. And I will definitely go back and play it. But even now, to this day, I'm like, oh, I can hear one of them, and I don't know where it's coming from. So there's some holiday recommendations. Dean, what you got, buddy?
Oh, I did go to a conference last week where both Phil Spencer and Tim Schafer were there talking about Keeper. Right? And I did think it was a very interesting thing that Spencer said that having a game, with a walking lighthouse inspires the rest of the creative teams to bring their sort of creativity out full force and not to worry so much, I guess. And then a thing that Tim Schafer said was, he had spoken with Jonathan Nolan before about making, very creative films. And Nolan had said, if you come in on time and on budget, you'll be surprised at what you're allowed to do when it comes to creativity.
Yeah.
Right? And so there's that sort of mix of both commercial and creativity that enables that creativity to get to the highest levels, I guess. So I thought that was an interesting answer. And we also launched this Big Show podcast that's coming to at GamesBeat, and we're gonna debut it with some CEO interviews at GamesBeat next.
Okay, good. Yeah, because when I saw him, like, first, awesome, Dean, congratulations, that's amazing, and then also you're still going to be doing Boss Rush with us, right?
Yeah, as far as I can tell.
As far as you can tell.
You gotta check with your boss.
Well, all right, fine. Then we'll have to take interviews for not Dean.
You're doing the what Larry Herb thing still, right?
So Larry reached back out to me, and he's like, literally his text was, "Hey, is this thing still on? Because I've just been so swamped, I haven't been able to do it." But yeah, we need to kick this back off with a little structure around it, I think, for next year, called Professional Doppelgamers, because Larry and I look remarkably alike. And want to go ahead and get that.
I saw him in the flesh, and I thought it was you.
See? You're just like, wait a minute. Exactly.
Except they had a really nice suit coat on, and I'm not sure I've seen you wear a suit coat. So I was like, wait a minute, that must not be Chris.
Okay, it isn't always just video game. Oh, well, in this case, yeah, it's Tron there too, of course. But no, it's not always just. Isn't that good one? A little NCOM there.
Yeah, no, we had a nice dinner here for some Seattle area studio CEOs. Last week? I guess it's been a whole week ago now. Feels like it was yesterday.
I know.
Also
I know.
6 months ago, but
it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Well, that's going to take us up to the end of Boss Rush. Went really fast as it always does. I want to thank Dean and Mark for joining us this week, of course, as always. Now, next week, I will be traveling, so I'm going to try to go ahead and set this up where we can do this while I'm at the MDev conference taking place in Madison, Wisconsin. Cannot wait to go do all of that. Oh, there's little Peach. What's up, Peach? Oh, and Bowser. Oh, very nice.
Dogs approve of the new location.
Anyway, so I'll put up more details about that. But that's, again, going to wrap it up. We hope you have a safe, wonderful, and spooky Halloween. And have a great rest of your day and an awesome weekend. And a fantastic next week when we get to join you again on Friday, 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 p.m. Eastern, here on Boss Rush. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Bye.
Bye.